and welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Mzungu Pebbles at your service. Thank you for stopping by to see me. How are you guys doing? Today was such a wonderful day in New York City, so I went out and spent the day, doing stuff, my errands and all of that, enjoying the 80-degree weather, which is unusual for us over here in this part of the world. So please forgive me if I'm late on this hot topic reaction, but let's get into it, guys. Oh my goodness. When I woke up this morning, rolled over in my bed, and I saw that OT did a video, I said, oh, if OT is doing a video at 5 a.m., something is up. What's up? So I checked the video, and then I saw it was some drama coming out of the Marwa's camp, them and their mix-up. And I'm saying to myself, look at Marwa. He went on vacation with his fake Mzungu wife, and he can't even enjoy his vacation because so much drama is surrounding him right now. Yes, big drama, as you guys have already, most of you already heard on many channels, that Trenchtown grandpa is now said to be a backstabber in Marwa's camp. So this guy who is called Christopher, I think, Riley, or Chris the General, or whatever his name is, he's out of Canada, and he has been Marwa supporter forever. Like, in fact, he worshipped the ground that Marwa walks on. He has Marwa portrait as his backdrop in his house. He kissed the portrait every single day. Chris, yes, I know. You kissed that portrait. I'm like, is this dude Jamaican? Because we don't have Jamaican men worshiping other men like this, because when they do that, we say fire burn them, you know what I mean. Anywho, so he worships Marwa a lot, and he has been defending Marwa for a while. I mean, he never came after me. In fact, he laughed at my jokes. He never came after me. He has never done me anything. He has never reacted on me. So, I don't know, but he talks about other reactors. I noticed that a lot of them don't come after me. I don't know what it is. Is it because I'm Jamaican? They don't come after Mzungu Pebbles? Come after me, guys. I need traction over here in my channel. Come after me. When you talk about me, guess what? People find me, and they come and they watch me, and they love watching me because I'm crazy. People love crazy. So anyway, the general went on to say that Trenchtown grandpa called him, and, well, did he say called or reach out? Because I'm trying to figure out if he called them or if this was sort of a, text message or an email or something of that sort. He said he reached out, or he called him, and he told him that, hey, he need him to go against Marwa. He'll pay him a lot of money. And he was like, what are you talking about? And he went off and decided that he's going to blow up Trenchtown grandpa. Now, the general, I'm sorry, your story sounds very fishy. Now, I'm not going to say that Trenchtown grandpa is not capable of this, because, guys, this man has been in so much mix-up. I don't know what else to say. This is like the third time he has been in mix-up in that village and with Marwa. He has been in a lot of mix-up, and I'm like, why is he the only one who is in all this mix-up? For his age and his caliber that he put forth out here, as if he is, I'm a professional guy. I'm an upstanding citizen in Florida, I have a wife, and I have 4 children, and they're all college graduates, and I mix and mingle with politicians and authors and these types of people. Why is it that this man, who pretends as if he has, this high caliber, his life, is always in some drama like a little woman? I'm serious, Trenchtown grandpa. What is wrong with you? Why is your name is always being called? So the general says he's not the only one who Trenchtown grandpa has tried to solicit to speak badly about Marwa. He also was calling out Mora and Zach Sr. to try to back him up with this, allegations. But it appears that Zach Sr. is quiet on it because I think Zach Sr. is very close to Trenchtown Grandpa. They talk behind the scenes. Remember, I told you when they had the Passy issue that Trenchtown Grandpa sent Zach Sr. all of Passy nudes. Yes, Zach, you know it. You could sue me for saying it, Zach, but it's the truth. You were sent all of the nudes. You knew exactly what Passy looked like because you mentioned it on your channel. I think, you know, also Marwa got to see them because if you're in that circle, it's going to be passed around. Allegedly. But apparently, this general guy wants these people to back him up, but they don't seem to be backing him up. Today, Marwa mentioned it on her channel, and she was like in the middle, dancing around it, trying to pretend as if she's leaning towards the general side, and then she would make another comment, and she's leaning towards Trenchtown Grandpa's side, and people are like, make up your mind. It appears that you're trying to throw Trenchtown Grandpa underneath the table, but you're not really saying anything. It appears that she was trying to say, yes, he reached out to me as well, but at the same time not saying anything. Like, make up your mind, Marwa. Did he reach out to you or not, girl? Tell us. We need to know. Your name was called by the general as if you three had some sort of conversation behind the scenes, and you alluded to the fact that Trenchtown Grandpa also reached out to you. This is the way the general framed it. Okay? So say your piece, darling. But we over here on the Lazy Gang, we are just laughing. We're just enjoying the drama. Because guess what? When you guys were trying to finish Passy, did you guys get all the receipts? Or you just came out here and tried to finish Passy? I remember the general, he went in so hard on Passy, and he said Trenchtown Grandpa was a decent man. He was this decent Jamaican man, and Jamaicans don't do that kind of thing. Are you saying that Jamaicans do what Trenchtown Grandpa is trying to do to you right now? Pay people off to go against people they pretend as if they love? Backstabbers. Are you saying Jamaicans are backstabbers, the general? Because this is basically what you're saying about Trenchtown Grandpa. And guys, let me just give you my 2 cents on this, whether or not I believe the general. It is difficult to believe him. And one of the reasons is he had no receipts, you know, even though sometimes you don't need receipts. All you need is your truth. But with something this huge, he needs receipt. Number one. Number two, why is it that Trenchtown Grandpa would reach out to him knowing that he's a Marwa fanatic? I would think that Trenchtown Grandpa would find someone who is more vulnerable, who look like they desperately need that money. This guy is in Canada. I know he doesn't have a lot of money. We know that because he wanted to go to Marwa's party. He couldn't afford it. You know, each time he keeps saying he's going to Kenya in his thumbnails, but he never make it to Kenya, or he says he's going to Jamaica and he never makes it to Jamaica. So either he can't travel for reasons that I don't want to mention here, or he's broke and he can't afford to travel. But I don't think he is at poverty level where, you know, Trenchtown Grandpa would be able to swing him and say, hey, I'm going to send you money to do this, and he'll accept that money and go against Marwa. No, a fanatic will never go against the people they love, and that guy is a fanatic. He's not just a fan. He's not a regular, normal fan. This is the type of man who kisses Marwa's portrait every single day. That's a fanatic. So why would Trenchtown Grandpa go against and go to him and offer him money to go against his God? No, that would never work. So that's one of the reasons why I don't completely believe him. I would need to have more evidence to believe what he's saying. Honestly. Now, the other thing is, you know, a lot of people are saying that Trenchtown grandpa would never do such thing. But you can't put anything past anyone. I'll be honest with you. I've been in this camp for, over a little over a year, and I realized that you can't put anything past anyone. They're even in our group in the Lazy Gang. There are people here who pretend as if, oh, they're so nice and they're so close to you or whatever, and then what? They leave and then they talk badly about you, or they talk badly about the camp and all of that. You can't really trust anyone. No one is to be trusted. No one is your friend. You are your only friend in this reaction space. You can't trust anyone. So no, I would not say, oh, Trenchtown grandpa is innocent. Plus, this is the third time. And remember what he did when all that issue came out with him meeting Gintu, how he pretended as if, oh, this was not my idea. He's a liar. I realized that this man is a liar. Trenchtown grandpa, you are a liar. You lie a lot. I think you're a compulsive liar. You make up these things in your head, and then you do these things, and then you lie about them. And you did that with the Gintu situation. You blamed other people. Then you had the pinned comment in his comment section on a video, and it was a bad comment that was pinned, and he was saying it wasn't him who did it. So who did it? He denied all these things. Why is it that so many things are happening to one person? So this is another reason why I can't say that this man is completely innocent. But it is really difficult for me to believe that he approached the general. If he had said, I approached someone else, he approached someone else in the village who seemed desperate for money, then honestly, I probably would believe it. I would believe it. Now, many people in the general's comment section are saying that this is AI. They cloned his voice the same way they cloned his voice when Passy came out and say that he said all these things. He didn't clone. His voice was not cloned. When Passy played that recording, it was him. It was him. And Trenchtown grandpa, you can't lie and say that wasn't you. So no one is cloning this man's voice. Now I can understand if someone says, perhaps if it's an email, then guess what? Many people can create emails and they can pretend to be someone else, and they can send that email using Trenchtown grandpa's name. Or perhaps a text message. Perhaps someone can create a Google account with a phone number and use that to text the general and pretend as if he is Trenchtown grandpa. Now, if that's the case, then it's possible that it is a lie. Otherwise, I'm going to be somewhere in the middle to believe that, hey, there is some truth around there, because there's always three sides to a story. It's going to be Trenchtown grandpa, the general, and somewhere in the middle, there is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Many people are saying that perhaps the general and Trenchtown grandpa had a falling out, and this is a way of getting back to Trenchtown grandpa. What would they fall out about? Were they that close of being friends? What could possibly trigger the general to do this except white rum? General, are you over there drinking white rum, sir? Tell me, are you? Because this seemed like you were under the influence of something, and many are saying they think that you were under the influence of white rum. And this is why you're coming out here as a drunkard, allegedly. Saying all these things. Now, if Trenchtown grandpa is against Marwa, why would he be suing all these people in the Yabahanze village, including my goody friend JT? Why? Wouldn't he let it go? Wouldn't he be on JT's side and probably create a crazy account and say, hey, JT, I have some inside information for you that I want you to talk about on your podcast about Marwa? I think that's what I would do if, hey, I'm trying to bury Marwa. I wouldn't go to the general. So something is off about this entire thing. General, I'm sorry, dude. I know you're Jamaican, but Trenchtown grandpa is Jamaican too, so I'm not siding with any one of you. I can't, I don't know. I don't completely believe that Trenchtown grandpa would be so stupid. But hey, let's think back, because he was asking Passy for the regular while pretending as if he's sending her kids to school. In return, she would have to sleep with him. So we can't put anything past anyone like that. I'm sorry. We can't. I don't know what to say, guys. This is way too much. This is way too much for me. Way too much for me. I don't know what he would gain from this. Obviously, I also have this to say. Trenchtown grandpa is the type of person who loves to get praises. And recently, you notice Marwa has not mentioned him, because Trenchtown grandpa is no longer a big donor. He's smart. He's a smart man. I'm not going to say he's dumb. He has done some really slimy things, sleazy things. He's a sleazeball. We all know he's a sleazeball. And he looks creepy, like a creep as well. He's very creepy. In fact, he is a creep. You can sue me for telling you that you're a creep, Trenchtown grandpa, but you're very creepy. Your actions, very creepy. And I don't think Marwa has been praising him the way he wished that Marwa would praise him, like how Marwa is bigging up Big Mac 24/7. It's Big Mac and all this other guy who is supporting them big time. Trenchtown grandpa hasn't been dropping big money on Marwa because he's not a foolish man. Like I said, he knows that Marwa is not really an honest guy. He knows that. He can tell that Marwa is not an honest guy. And, you know, anyone with common sense and anyone who is not a fanatic and anyone with an open mind will never stay in Marwa's camp forever. Yes, they may join. Yes, they may see him building a house for someone and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy is doing this for the poor people of Africa. Look at him. He's helping all these people. But then as they watch him a little bit more and a little bit more, they realize what he's doing. And then they're saying to themselves, no, this seemed like some sort of scamming. This seemed like this guy is not really honest. This seems like this guy is a liar. It seems like he's pretending, he's faking a lot of stuff, and he's doing a lot of cornering. So I do believe that Trenchtown grandpa have seen the cornering that Marwa has been doing, and he doesn't like it, and it's one of the reasons why he doesn't send Marwa big money. Someone said that he sent Marwa a gift recently, but perhaps compared to what Jamaican uncle and all those other uncles and other grandpas and grandmas have been sending him, it is just small money. And remember, he pretends to be very wealthy. And so Marwa is probably looking into this and saying, you know what, I don't really need this guy around. I really don't care about him because he's not a big donor. Marwa love big donors. He doesn't care if you're wealthy. He doesn't. Or he doesn't care if you're poor. The only thing he cares about is how much money you're going to donate to him. And he has said so many times that all he wants in his life are people with money who will donate. He doesn't want you to be rich and hanging around him and you're not giving anything. He doesn't like that. So it's one of the reasons why he hasn't been bigging up Trenchtown grandpa. You know, and Trenchtown grandpa is the type of man who you have to praise him because he thinks he's up here and everyone is down here in his social circle. That's how he is. Now, during the general's video, Jamaican uncle, who happens to be Trenchtown grandpa best buddy these days, they have been traveling together. They're planning this boys trip again, I think to Jamaica again soon, very soon, where they're supposed to be inviting YouTubers over to do, I don't know, chit chat and probably some girls to give the regular, who knows, you know, they're on their passport bro they're in their passport bro era, 90 years old, and they're in their passport bro era. Oh my goodness. Sorry for his wife. So anyway, they're supposed to be doing this. And I saw that Jamaican uncle went into the general's comment section and left a comment for the general. Like he was, you know, telling the general to speak up or something like that. Like he was on the general's side without even hearing the other side of the coin, without even hearing anything from from Trenchtown Grandpa. And I'm like, you see, Jamaican uncle is trying to secure his position because he doesn't want people to say he's affiliated with Trenchtown Grandpa, and now they're going to be looking at him to think that he's a snake as well. So now he's on the general side. He doesn't want to be affiliated with Trenchtown Grandpa anymore. Suddenly he's jumping in the general's comment section, leaving comments like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. You know, like he's on the guy's side. Believe in him. Because he's afraid now people will start looking at him with a side eye. Many people were in the general section, you know, comment section, saying that they're unsubscribing. A lot of them, they unsubscribed from Trenchtown Grandpa immediately. Immediately. There was only one woman in the general's comment section who was fighting for Trenchtown Grandpa. And it's that same woman who has visited my channel many times. And I think I posted her on my community post before to say that she said some nasty things about me, you know, and how my parents were, my mom was raped by a colonizer. That woman called Maureen from the UK, she was the only person in the comment section defending Trenchtown Grandpa. Perhaps she's related to him, or she's giving him the regular as well. Maureen, are you giving Trenchtown Grandpa the regular? You look like you're too old and your wig is too busted for him, girl. He needs hot woman like Passy. Guys, I can't with these people. I'm telling you. I'm sorry, it's getting dark in here. Forgive me, the sun is down and I'm not going to stop my video. So you guys will just have to imagine seeing me in your mind and just hear what I have to say, okay? So, I can't even read this thing because it's really dark right now. Yeah, it's really dark, so I can't even read what I wrote. I can't even read what I wrote. So, I'm just going to freelance it and speak freely from, you know, my own opinion. Now, okay, it's a little better. I got some light, a little bit of lighting, so it's a little better now. So, yes, as I was saying, it was too dark for me to read all the things that I wrote. Yeah, so as I said, perhaps Trenchtown Grandpa felt like he was not getting all the praise and Marwa wasn't grateful for what he did for him. Now the general is saying that everything that Trenchtown Grandpa took there, everything is all broke and all those kind of things. I strongly believe that the general and Trenchtown Grandpa had some sort of falling out somewhere somehow, and we're going to hear about what happened because the general says it's more, you know, series to this, and Marwa doesn't care. The general should realize that he's broke. Marwa really doesn't care about him. He really doesn't care. Marwa pretends as if he cares about the general because he has a picture in his house. Marwa does not care about this guy, and he should know that, and he should realize this by now. If you don't have money, Marwa doesn't give a ish about you, the general. When are you going to learn this? When are you going to understand this? You have absolutely nothing to offer Marwa, nothing. And if you have nothing to offer Marwa, he doesn't want you to be even talking about him or calling his name. Get that in your skull. But the general is the type of person like this. If you have a slight falling out with him, he'll curse you out. He's that type of person. He's hot-tempered. I could tell that he's hot-tempered. And he's ready to fight, and he will curse you out. He's hot-tempered. So perhaps it appears that Trenchtown Grandpa did something that pissed the general off, and this is why now he's coming out to say all these things, because now he's on Passy's side, saying that he believed all the things that Passy said. Remember, this is the man who went and talked so badly about Passy, you know, and he believed Trenchtown Grandpa at the time. Now he's on Passy's side. And the general is someone like this. When he gets upset, he just rants, and he goes off and gets very angry, and he curses people out because he cursed out my good buddy in Jamaica, my good reactor buddy. What's up, Oliver? Oliver Unfiltered. Oliver Unfiltered, or Oliver Lifestyle. He's now called Oliver Unfiltered. The general had and him had a back and forth, and they cursed out each other. But the general is the type who gets upset. Like Jamaican, you get upset, you cuss people out, and you move on. But yeah, guys, I really don't know. I really don't know what to say. But this sounds very weird. Now, Trenchtown Grandpa has decided to respond to these allegations that the general has made. So he responded by calling this other guy called what's his name now? David Omaje. He responded by calling David Omaje and tell David that he spoke to the general maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 times, so he has no clue what the general is talking about. These are all fabricated stories. He has no clue. He is just as lost as everyone else. He is innocent. He didn't ask the general for the regular. General, did Trenchtown Grandpa ask you for the regular too? Come tell us the dates. Tell us the dates, bro. Why did he call David? Apparently, Trenchtown Grandpa has all these people on WhatsApp, all of them. So these people have been in this whole circle, and now it's falling apart. We're just here to laugh and react on it, because many people were telling the general that, hey, why are you doing this? You're giving all those reactors content. Yes, darling, we need to be paid. This is why I'm here reacting. This is content for us, and we love it. Give us some more. Go on, general. We need to hear more, okay? So some of the comments under David Omaje's comment section, people are saying that in life you cannot trust anyone. The general needs to show proof of what he is saying about Trenchtown Grandpa. What happened between him and TTG? I'm still waiting to see proof. I will not take sides anymore. So now, after Trenchtown Grandpa came out and said his piece, all those people who were over at the general saying, yes, I know he was a creep. I know he did this. I know he was a snake. We didn't trust him. All those people, including the Janet Harrises, the Janet Harrises, all of them were on the general side. Now they're over here on David's side saying now the general needs to show proof. Now they're coming back now on Trenchtown Grandpa's side. I can't believe this. It's guys, you thought it was messy over here. They are burying themselves over there. This person said, I think someone has a channel in Trenchtown Grandpa's name and is communicating to the general. There are so many fake accounts out here. The only evidence the general will need to prove this is a phone call from TTG to the general. Anyone could open an account, TTG name, using TTG name, and use it to break up a team of Marwa people. The general is a big Marwa supporter. Yeah, they clone Trenchtown Grandpa. How is it that they're only attacking Trenchtown Grandpa and nobody else? Huh? Even David, who was on the general's side after Trenchtown Grandpa called him, he seems to be on Trenchtown Grandpa's side. General, I told you, you're not the one with the money, son. You are not the one with the money. And money talks on the streets, especially in that village or wherever they are in their little corner, okay? Money talks. Many people are saying that Trenchtown Grandpa should have gone live on his own channel instead of reaching out to David to talk to David about this. Why is it that Trenchtown Grandpa did not go live on his own channel? Maybe he doesn't know how to go live. Now, you remember the woman Julie who was so happy to throw Passy under the bus and run her mouth? She was over there on the general side running her mouth as well, and I can't stand that lava woman. Julie, go sit one place in the corner. Go sit down because you're a flip-flopper. You are over there ready to hammer Trenchtown grandpa without hearing both sides. And you were the one who had that man on your channel to hammer what's her name, Passy. That woman is a very devious woman. Anyway, someone else says there are several things that are not connecting. Oh well, it's the general should have made this. If it's the general, I think his name is it's the general. It's the general should have made this accusation or should have gone directly to TTG rather than doing what he said. He did. And the confusion he created. I am waiting for the judge and jury because things are not adding up. I'm inclined to give TTG a listening ear, but still curious about where it's the general is going with what he started. The man says he has series like Ivan, okay? So he wants to take it there. Now we all know someone said that, the general said that TTG told him, listen, you only have 3,000 subscribers. But by the end of today, after making that video, he probably has 4,000 by now. Because many people were there subscribing to him just for him making that video and calling out Trenchtown Grandpa. So that part didn't add up to me. Why would Trenchtown Grandpa say, hey, you only have 3,000 subscribers, so you need to make all these fake accounts and try to bury Marwa? That part didn't make any sense to me. It was not adding up. That was not adding up. He's now over probably 3,000, I'm pretty sure, because people were just subscribing to him. This is the most view that he has had on his channel since he opened his channel. The most view, because Marwa people were not really checking for him. They were not checking for him. He's not important in their lives because he has absolutely nothing to offer Marwa and his family. So they really don't care for him. They don't watch him. It's like 300 300 views, that kind of thing. He doesn't really get any views. Today Drama brought him a lot of views. Sir, if you want more views, then bring all the other drama. Bring them, sir. Bring them, okay? Bring them and people will watch it. But you have to realize that you're going to end up being the loser in all of this. You're going to end up being the loser because all Trenchtown Grandpa has to do is donate some money to Marwa. And Marwa is going to go on his live and praise Trenchtown Grandpa. And you're going to be the big idiot in all of this, and all these people who are siding with you are going to jump and flip-flop right back over. These people are flip-floppers for money. Money. You are of no importance to them. You heard? Guys, it is banger after banger. Banger after banger. I'm telling you. This Marine woman, she creates the same comments over and over in every comment section like 10 different times. Oh, someone is trying to split up Marwa big rich donors. This is what's going on. Don't believe the general. Marine. It appears that, yeah. See her? Marine McKay Vlogs. Marine McKay Vlogs. Let him produce the solid evidence. Don't follow the crowd and cast judgment without evidence. I smell a rat. If what he is saying is true, let him produce the evidence. And this woman has like 20 comments all over on everyone's comment section because she's the only one really and truly defending Trenchtown Grandpa. Trenchtown Grandpa, you need to buy her a wig. Buy her a new wig as a gift. She is fighting for you out here, okay? This person asked why Trenchtown Grandpa decided to call you, David, instead of talking to Marwa first. That's the big question. I believe that he knows the positive reactors would shame him even more on this YouTube streets. I don't believe a word coming out of his mouth. I hope that the general does a part 2 like he promised to do. So, guys, why would Trenchtown Grandpa call Marwa? Marwa on vacation with fake Mzungu at the coast where she's living her best life because this is the life that she dreamed of, okay? Living luxury. So why would he call? this is the right thing to do. I would call these reactors, because they're the one putting out information out there about me before they tarnish my name further. This is what I would do. I would honestly reach out to the reactors, or I would go on my channel and make some sort of video to clear my name. This is what people do. Marwa is God. Why should he call Marwa? Seriously. Trenchtown Grandpa, if you want to speak your truth and you feel like you want to do it through pebbles, hit me up. Hit me up, okay? I will get the truth out here for you. You heard? Hit me up. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me play what
has been put.
Let me see if I can play the video for you guys instead of me running on so much about it.
Outside there is actually. So let's listen to Trenchtown Grandpa. You know what he has to say about the story that actually has been passed by its the general. Yes, let's hear from him. So Trenchtown Grandpa, pass the message what you actually wanted to say.
Yeah, I can say to you that I don't know what is in the mind of the individual who claimed that I told him those negative things about Marwa. But one thing I can say to you and to your audience is that I did not, never once, never ever once said anything negative about Marwa to neither the general, Chris the general,
So yeah, hope you guys were able to hear that. He says he never told the general anything, that Marwa is a scammer. He never said anything, in that regard about the Marwa family. And he just basically denied it all, and he's just basically saying that the general is lying. So the general, we need you to come with more proof, sir. We need more proof. Anyway, let's move on from that, because that is getting to me. That is just a joke for us. Anyway, Marwa, Rocio, and the baby, they're all in the coast somewhere. I don't know if it's Kenya or if it's I think it's another country close to Kenya. I don't know where, but they're all maybe Mombasa or something. They're all at the coast, and Rocio is just in her element. I'm in her element. Oh my God, Instagram time, Instagram. Of course, she's the one who booked the villa, and she's the one who booked the flight, and she upgraded to, the lounge at the airport because she didn't want to wait out in the common area with the common people. She's rich now, so she wants to do the rich life, and I don't blame her. I would have done the same thing. Hey, if it's other people's dime, I'm going to do it. Remember, someone sent them on vacation at other people's expense? It's not my expense. It's not my money. I would live the life as well. Now, when I saw Dee getting on that airplane, I thought, oh my goodness, are you telling me Dee is trailing them? And I saw that Rosie was very unhappy. Her face was, always looking stink as always. And Dee had to literally beg her to let her say goodbye to Matoto when they landed and were separating in Nairobi.
And Rocio.
Let me say goodbye.
And I looked at her, and she didn't seem happy at all. It's like she is never happy around Dee Mwango. Never happy. Not once did she smile. Imagine, I have to beg you to allow me to say goodbye to the baby. That should have been a given, to say, Matoto, say bye to auntie. There was nothing like that. Nothing like that. This is what my family would have done. They would have been like, oh, come and say goodbye to auntie. You're leaving. You know what I mean? Or they would call me over and say, come say goodbye so we could go, or something like that. She had a stink face the whole time. She was always walking in the front while Marwa was walking in the back with his sister. I don't know. I don't understand why she hates Dee this much, but she truly hates Dee, and many people will agree with me that she hates Dee. So anyway, that's enough of them. We'll see more tomorrow, what else they have to offer on their vacation. Her telling people, oh, my husband and I, we're here and blah, blah, blah. We're content creators. I said, my husband and I. I'm just laughing at this little rotten teeth girl. Anyway, Dee was all over Nairobi, pretending as if, she was so scared, and she says she gets anxiety being there. She went to get her little baby girl hairstyle that her boyfriend likes because according to her, she's trying to go see her man and all that stuff from a month ago. And then she said something about, oh, maybe she should go back to the village to check on her construction site. And I'm like, girl, are you traveling or are you not traveling? Like, what is the story here? Because she flip-flops back and forth all the time, pretends as if she's traveling, and then she's really not going anywhere. She's just going to Nairobi to buy stuff for the construction or do stuff and all that. I don't know, maybe she's traveling now because she got her nails done, and I can't imagine her getting her nails done to go back to the construction site.
Before I make up my mind, help me decide. Should I just hit the road or go check on my construction a little bit, then go? Because honestly, I'm so disturbed. I'm not that peaceful,
So she also did a live, and she was just ranting on about how much things cost, and how much cement costs, and she's showing receipt. And we all know that that is dry begging. She also focused 90% of her live on haters, and she spoke about how, haters can't even travel. All these reactors reacting on her, they can't travel. They just sit up in the corner of their house with their flowers. Dee, I hope you weren't dropping words from me, girl, because I've traveled the world, darling. I've traveled the world. At your age, I traveled the world. Places I've been, you haven't even been, okay? Luxury life, darling. So,
me, haters are the losers, they're basically losers in this life. So why? I live my life, you know. They have, you know, something funny about the haters, even they have never been nowhere. They don't even know what it means by boarding a flight or a plane or anything. They're always in the same corner their entire life, you know. No progressive projects going on, no nothing. They can only yap.
You know, she just rant on and rant on about that, even though she said she doesn't check for the haters. They don't matter. They're losers. They're nobody. And she doesn't really check for them. But you know everything we do. You know everything we react on. So, girl, you watch us and you love us and you love when we react on you. So stop it. Okay, stop it. She says they don't even have passports. They don't even have this. They don't even have that. I was waiting for her to say they don't even have visa. I was waiting for her to say that because I will remind her that she could get to the airport and her visa could be rescinded. Okay, easily, darling, easily. So tread lightly, Dee. You don't want to go down that path, all right? Anyway, guys, that is all I have to react on today. Thank you for watching me. I know it's late and I want to push this video out. I haven't even eaten dinner yet because I wanted to get this video out. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Ta-ta. Get to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that like button. I forgot to say that. Don't forget to smash that like button.